Hey guys, Megan Leeton here, and I'm a therapist, and today we're going to talk about boundaries. Boundaries? Funny you should mention boundaries. I just had to put up boundary markers between my yard and my new neighbor's yard. See, I like my yard to be perfect. I do a big square around the perimeter, and then I go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, so I get those perfect little lines. But ever since he moved in, these bushes that go between my yard and his yard, he'll go all the way around them. And when he does that, it makes a little half moon, half moon, half moon, all on my yard. Drives me crazy. So these boundary markers better work to keep him out. Well, good example of a certain type of boundary, but the boundaries that I want to talk about today have more to do with relationship boundaries and setting up rules in our relationships. So for example, if you were to have a friend that was going to come and live with you, before they even move one bag in, I would highly suggest that you guys have a serious talk about the boundaries, about the rules of coming into the house. Like, how long do they plan on staying? What would they pay for rent? What do house tours look like? Who's going to buy groceries? And as well as like lifestyle differences. Are you cool with having their partner spend the night? Do you have a dog that barks? And so they need to know that. So if they are coming home late, they have to give you a heads up so they don't walk in the house at 2 o'clock in the morning and wake up everyone with the dog. All these things need to be set up. When it comes to boundaries, I suggest that we establish the boundaries beforehand whenever possible, like the example I just said, or set them up as soon as they happen. So another example of that is, let's say you just got into a new relationship and you walk into the living room and see your partner going through your cell phone. If you're not cool with that, I know I would not be, then you should set up a boundary right then and let them know, hey, that's not cool that you're going through my phone. Sure, this conversation could then go anywhere, but I promise you, you will learn a lot about yourself, about your partner, about the strength of your relationship, and setting up this quick boundary instead of letting it go on for weeks, months, until we notice a really big issue. So set all that up. Does this make sense to you? Have you been talking to me this whole time? Well, yes, to anyone that would listen, I suppose. But let me try to help you out with your neighbor. You said that this is a new neighbor, right? Yeah. Well, have you thought about going to this neighbor and letting them know that your yard and your lines in your yard are very important, so you'd really love it if they didn't just mow all the way around their bushes? So that way you could still have your perfect lines in your yard? That is so stupid. He can clearly see how important my yard is to me. I mow it like every 3 days. Trust me, I work with people for a living. You can't just assume that they know what you're thinking or how you feel. So in the meantime, please at least go try to talk to your neighbor. And if that doesn't work, we'll go to plan B. But we'll save that for my next video when we talk about the 1, 2, 3s of boundaries. So that's it for today. But I just wanted to also say thank you so much for those of you who have been watching my videos consistently, giving me likes. I've got, a bunch of subscribers now, so thank you, and keep it going. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Letting him know that you're... Tessa! Tessa! I'm trying to videotape, honey. Can you try not to cough for a minute? Well, can we try? Thank you.